Hello, my name is Zane, aka Chrome Falcon, and this is my partner.
And I'm Barry,
aka Whitehawk. Together we are Two Men in a Bunker. Now folks, we're obviously not in a bunker right now at this moment, but we have one that we're building. Today we're at Barry's home. It's a simple, made in the 1960s family home. 57. However, it is not secure.
It's kind of secure.
It's kind of secure, but we're not sure how secure it is. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to test Barry's home security. Now, I regularly do a home security audit of Barry's property. I will come out of different scenarios. I might be in his car or somewhere around his yard, basically check in on him without him knowing, just my unannounced presence to surprise him to see if he's able to draw his handgun or if he's even carrying it. Sometimes he isn't. That's why these checks are so important. Today I'm going to focus more on his landscaping specifically.
So personally, landscaping is not something that's ever crossed my mind as far as a prepper or home defense type situation. I love my landscape and I'm very satisfied with it. I keep it up to date. But no, I don't believe that really there's anything that it can find. I don't really see how it's applicable.
One of the key reasons I was able to get into Barry's property so easily without him ever seeing shrubbery.
I do have a questionable set of bushes in the front of my yard. There was a homeless lady sleeping in there one time. That could have been somebody with malicious intent. I do realize that. I've been intending to hack those down. It's been a couple years now, but I like the way they look and they flower once a year.
Now this shrubbery, perfect for hiding. Now you see, I can force myself in here quickly. Any moment I come out, Barry never sees me coming.
I personally feel that Zane is often over the top. It does give me a general anxiety condition. However, I know that he has my best interest at heart and he has the best interest of the entire community at heart. And that's really why we're doing this. And I'm trying to become better in all ways.
Landscaping is one of the keys to being prepared for a tactical situation. See that, Barry?
You broke all my frame.
I'm sorry. And now this is totally normal. I'll do these routine safety check-ins with Barry all the time just to make sure he's safe, make sure everything's all right. Just your standard casual security check-ins. As we move on, this is well trimmed, looking good. However, there's a possibility somebody with a ghillie suit on could be in this shrubbery. If I had a ghillie suit on, he would not see me. I could come right up. I could come up as he's coming out his door. Boom, boom, boom. Hit Barry right there. There, come on.
No, I see it.
You see what I'm saying, Barry?
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So that's another problem. Barry's not taking his home security seriously, and he could be the victim of a home invasion at any time. His family would be victim to rape, robbery, and murder, even kidnapping. There's no lighting here.
So there's no exterior lighting anywhere.
I feel that my landscaping is excellent. It's very jungle-esque. I trim them somewhat regularly, every quarter. I like to get in there and trim them up and stuff, so I don't really see why he'd have any issue with the landscaping. I get down there and I get those big branches on the bottom, which really kind of thins it out, and I also do like a little hedge top trim thing. I'm not trained in it, but I do my best.
Homeless urine. This gate, obviously not working, not locked. I mean, Barry, you're a target. Your whole family's a target.
think that's obvious. A lot of my time is spent in the bunker, building, prepping, and landscaping just wasn't on my radar. Obviously, it should be.
I'm worried. I mean, I know he's under a lot of stress right now, a lot of pressure, but we cannot make excuses for lack of operational security.
I absolutely was very surprised that Zane takes it to such heart. I never would have thought that landscaping would have been as important to him as it is. I thought locking my doors, you know, putting security on, that would be important, but he really focused on that shrubbery, and you know, it's something I need to focus on too, apparently.
You're gonna die, Barry!
I am not surprised at Zane's reaction and his assessment of my yard because I knew who was assessing it. I can't afford a yard man. I work 65 hours a week. I'm doing the best that I can.
Now right here provides, once again, more bushes where I could jump out and attack Barry's family. You're gonna need some landscaping, Barry.
Yeah, my yard is 85% bushes, and that is a problem. That is a tactical error on my part. Came this way. I didn't plant them, but they're here, and I need to destroy them.
You need a weed whacker, Barry.
I need a lot of things.
You need a lot of things. What Barry needs to do to improve is to take his landscaping so seriously that his life depends on it. He realizes his life depends on it. His family's life depends on it. When he looks at little Elena every morning, when he looks at little Barry Jr., he's able to look them in the eye and say, I was out there pruning the rose bushes. I was out there trimming the hedges. I was raking those leaves because Daddy loves you and he doesn't want you to die.
I need a weed whacker, apparently. I don't have one of those. I had an electric one, it stopped working. I cut the cord with the weed whacker itself. Stopped about halfway through the yard on that one.
I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm worried about it. But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. Well, Barry, it's about time for your evaluation. How do you think you did?
Personally, I feel grade-wise that I have a solid B because I didn't plant any of this. So it's not really my fault.
Now I've crunched the numbers mentally, and the grade I'm gonna give Barry today, with his landscaping security, is a D+. Unfortunately, I would have liked for it to be a lot higher, but I can't change those numbers. Sorry, Barry.
I think you could, though.
Nope, can't. So you're not far off from a C right now, and I feel like you should be encouraged by that. There have been some minor improvements. His whole front yard, originally, first time I did this, was covered in about 2 feet worth of dead leaves. That's mostly been cleared.
I actually had those there on purpose as like a sound barrier. I could hear people coming.
Yeah, the problem with that was the risk of a wildfire sweeping through and burning his house up. On the north side of his property, there is a homeless shelter. That fencing is inadequate. It is broken down. I would normally use razor wire, is what I prefer, but because of the small children at his home, we want to be safe. We're going to go with barbed wire. Barbed wire is something you want to utilize in those wooded regions of your yard, regardless. You just need to warn your kids not to run through that area and play. He could also utilize some spikes in the ground, which would completely shred a potential attacker's feet before they were able to get to his children.
I'm actually open to landmines.
If that is legal in your area, consider it. However, I'm not sure about that. So folks, if you would like this same service provided to you, just like I did for Barry, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I may or may not show up at your home unannounced for a home invasion inspection, just as a free service to say thanks for being a subscriber. Well, I'm Chrome Falcon signing out.
And I'm the White Hawk signing out.
And we are Two Men in a Bunker.